Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. This is a midweek edition, although this is been a short week because Monday was a holiday, and today is June 2nd, 2021. We're going to take a look at the S&P 500, and why did I put up the title to say a decision will be made soon? Well, that's a decision of whether this market will go up to test the all-time high or will pull back and kind of test some of the recent low. So we're going to take a look at the price action of the S&P 500 and also the market sentiment and the internal. In addition, we're also going to take a look at the couple of the crypto coin, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So stay tuned. Now let's start off with this chart here. This is an intraday chart and show today's action of the S&P 500. This is a 1 minute chart. As you can see, S&P 500, the cash index opened gap up and it came back down shortly after and tested the yesterday's close. Then it pushes higher and all the way up to a high above the 4,216 level. Then it start kind of do a little bit of a consolidation after a couple hours, after the first 2 hour trading, and then start to pull back. And you see the low is actually made during 2 o'clock Eastern time, and it came down to a low of 4198.27. And it kind of just chop around for a while, and you see this last half an hour surge because today is OPEX Wednesday, right? So you see that little OPEX type of a surge coming back up to sort of doing closing out the option, doing the pinning and that sort of thing. So, but in addition to that, let's take a look at the new high, new low. Today, the New York Stock Exchange had more new 52-week high than 52-week low. As a matter of fact, it had 374 more new high than new low. And the up-down volume ratio is actually positive 2.95. That means there were 2.95 times more up volume than down volume. But the VIX is still relatively low, sitting at 17.3. Although doing this little pullback here right at the low of the day, the VIX peaked up to a high of 1781. So still that's pretty relatively low in a standard of fear and greed. But the put call ratio is sitting below 0.5 and closed at 0.43. And also the advanced decline, yes, you can see early in the morning, the first half an hour or so, there were actually more declining issue than advancing issue. Then after that, the advancer kind of took the lead, and although it's not much, it only finished the day with 341 more advancing issue than declining issue. But of course, the index is only up a few points. It's only up 0.14%. or a little bit over 6 points. So here looking at the VIX and the put call ratio once again, along with the daily chart of the S&P 500, you can see these last few days, the range of these candles is pretty small. So you can see that it is trying to have to make a decision pretty soon to get out of this small range here. Either going to break away, break out above it and test the all-time high, or break below and come down and possibly test these pivot low. So that's why I'm saying that the decision will be made soon, because I'm not sure how long it could stay in this narrow range. So it's bound to break away one way or the other. And that's why I'm looking at this and saying it's got to make a move soon. And with the the market participants being so complacent and being so bullish, my takeaway is that it most likely will catch them off guard and pull back a bit and then shake them out before it makes a move to a higher level. So that's just my opinion, not necessarily any forecast or prediction here. And here's the interesting chart. Remember last time we looked at that in the weekend video, we saw this making new high here without the S&P 500 making new high. And once again, the advanced decline, cumulative advanced decline line, continue to push to a new high, while the S&P 500 is still below its all-time closing high that was made on May 7, 2021, and that level is 4232.60. Remember, once again, just want to remind you that Globex all-time high at 4238.25 is still outstanding. So when that gets tagged, we will likely see the cash index for the S&P 500 to make a new high as well. And here, looking at the NASDAQ market is also pretty narrow on the candles here. So it also will likely make a decision whether to move up, take out this pivot high, or come back down and possibly test these pivot low. And today, the up-down volume ratio is 2.74, 2.74 times more up volume than down volume. But the advanced decline is only a measly 38 more advancing issue than declining issue. And the index closed up 21 point or so. And the NASDAQ had 171 more 52-week high than 52-week low. And the NASDAQ cumulative advanced decline line is also making improvement because it is putting a higher high, while the NASDAQ 100 is still below this pivot high here. You see this, this high versus the current close here. So we do see a higher high here. All right, so right now, and we're seeing a little bit of a divergence. Now let's take a quick look at the indexes, starting with the S&P 500. As you can see, the S&P 500 is still kind of under this upper channel trend line here, and we'll see what it be able to get above it. That's basically what we've been saying on the last video, to see what it be able to get above this high and then work up toward this 127 extension 4342 area, or will it pull back and essentially check these lows here somewhere around 4060. And same things goes for the NASDAQ 100. We're essentially looking to see would it be able to get above this 13,713, take out this pivot high, then come up to this 14,074 area, essentially the all-time high. Then break out of this Fibonacci retracement, this swing here, and move toward this 127 extension somewhere around 14,584. In the Russell 2000, we're looking for this thing to come back up, get above the 2297. So essentially, it is close above that today, close at 2797.8. So let's keep an eye on it to see would it be able to stay above that and move up toward the all-time high and take out this 2360 area and see would it be able to put in a new all-time high. And the Dow Jones Transportation continue to consolidate. We're essentially looking to see would it be able to move back up and above the 16,000 level, or if it doesn't, then we're essentially looking for this thing to come back down, possibly toward the 15,000 level. And finally, for the Dow Jones Industrial, we see the Dow Jones Industrial continue to stay above this upper price channel trend line. So we're going to keep an eye on it to see would it be able to come up and close with a new all-time closing high. Remember, the Dow theory is still in play, so we expect to see the Dow Jones Industrial to come up and tag this all-time closing high. So that's the indexes. Let's go and take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, ever since this peak here back on April 13, and it came down from this somewhere over 64,000 level all the way down to below or close to that 30,000 level. And as we see, there appear to be some seller cutoff here based on the volume profile. And since the low here, it got a nice little bit of a bounce and tried to establish some sort of support down here in this area here. So right now, basically just establish some of these high volume zone here to watch the price bounces off from these zone, basically like a platform. and break above to the next zone, then see would it be able to get back above this value area here, this magenta color profile area. So essentially targeting somewhere around 42,000. So let's take a little bit of a closer look here. So right now, it appears that it has entered this zone here, came back out and sort of double check it. So it's moving up to this top of this zone and pulling back a little bit. So there's two possibilities in the near term, right? Either it's just gonna push out and break out of this zone and then move up toward this this zone near the just about 39,000 area, then start chopping around to this high volume zone, or it could essentially come back down and double check this area here near the 37,000 level before it pushes up again to try to break out of this zone here somewhere above this 38,000 level. So essentially the target is this 42,000 area for the near term. Now let's look at Ethereum. You see Ethereum peaked out somewhere around this May 12 here that I have. Basically, I'm looking at this swing down and then coming back up. And as you can see from this swing down, it has established a value area down here near this 19,000 level to the 3,000 level. So right now, basically, I'm looking at Ethereum to come back up to somewhere around this 3,000 and basically identifying a few of these high volume zones for it to use it as a platform to bounce it off from. And I do have a trade on here. I entered somewhere around 24.89, and like I said, I'm targeting 3,000 level. As you can see, it came down, bounces off right here at this low volume zone, and it came up to this high volume zone somewhere around this 2,500 level, then pull back and then pushes up again, and that's why I entered when I saw it pull back to do a little bit of a back test of this level. So right now it pushed through to this zone up here, didn't get right up to the top of this zone, and then came back and back test this high volume zone here. So right now it pushed through this zone somewhere above this 2,800 and double checking it. So essentially, let's do a little bit of a zoom in here, take a closer look. So essentially, I'm watching to see would it be able to push through without coming back to back test this level again. But if it does, then that is pretty normal. And as long as it will get a bounce back up, then push through this, toward the 2,800 level and make its way up toward the 3,000 area. But if it comes down and it breaking back into this zone here, then we want to make sure that it holds above this low. Otherwise, then we lose this higher high, higher low uptrend type of a pattern. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on right now. And like I said, I do disclosure, I do have a trade on right now. So I'm targeting 3,000. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up for me to help promote and share this video. Thank you for watching and stay safe.